Well, thanks for visiting us here at KTALnews.com, as well as your Weather Authority app. I'm meteorologist Josh Marces. Just after 10:30 here on your Thursday morning, recording this video just to give you an update on our severe weather threat today. Just had a tornado watch issued for a good portion of the Arklatex here. Basically everywhere I-30 and to the south is included in that tornado watch. Natchitoches is not currently in that watch, but you could be added at a later time, as you'll likely see a storm threat there a little bit later this afternoon. But we are expecting these thunderstorms could bring the potential of a few brief tornadoes, but the more widespread threat for everybody today will be for some damaging wind gusts. Talking about wind gusts today that could maybe be up to 60 or 70 miles per hour, so some tree and power line damage will be possible for us. And maybe later in the afternoon, once the rainfall totals start to add up, and a lot of areas can see about 2 to 3 inches of rain today, we may see some roadway flooding, especially for that afternoon and evening commute. So the ingredients for severe storms, highest just south of I-30, you'll notice the enhanced risk of severe weather. That's that orange level 3 threat for us. That enhanced risk does include the same areas that are in the tornado watch, so it's really no surprise that's where we've seen that tornado watch issued for. So again, straight line wind gusts will be the primary threat, but once we move through the afternoon, I do believe we'll see at least a bit of a flash flood threat, just depending on where these thunderstorms may go in the upcoming hours. So we've actually had some storms ongoing for much of the morning here, I-30 and northward. The storms have not been severe, and these storms here, even though we've been dealing with some rain and thunder and lightning, probably will help to limit the severe weather threat north of I-30 as we get into the afternoon hours today. So if you're in Texarkana and points to the south here, you still could see some strong storms move through, and definitely notice this cluster of storms that's moving out of the Dallas area. Once this all comes together, that's when we'll really see that damaging wind threat take place, and we will see that for much of the afternoon across Texas as well as Louisiana. So kind of a wide look at what's driving this. We have this area of low pressure, and as that kind of scoots off to the northeast here, it is dragging this cold front behind it, and that front is hitting that warm and humid air and kind of forcing it up in the atmosphere, and that's what's resulting in these thunderstorms developing so far this morning. Give you a look at Futurecast so you can maybe time these out. You'll notice Futurecast keeps the heavy rain for the next few hours up to the north, but once we hit the noon hour today, you can really see the storms starting to increase just as far as coverage as well as intensity along the I-20 corridor. So it would be these storms here that are capable of all those severe weather hazards, and we're really showing the weather deteriorating in Texarkana between maybe 11 and 1 p.m., 11 a.m. and 1 p.m., and then Shreveport really seeing the weather go downhill at some point in that. It's a big window, noon to 4 p.m., but it will likely be in the middle of that window that we see likely the worst of the weather in Shreveport. And as we continue into the afternoon, you can see those storms into Sabine as well as Natchitoches parishes. That's why I think maybe at a later time we could see maybe Natchitoches added to that tornado watch as well. So some of the things that you can do today, the severe weather threat will likely wind down at sunset and maybe some rain late tonight, but no severe weather will be carried into tonight or tomorrow. So some of the things you can do today, just preparing for those wind gusts and a few tornadoes. Do not shelter in a mobile home. You've got a few hours to maybe get to a sturdier shelter, whether you have relatives nearby or if you go into a business in town. They'll obviously let you in if you're trying to shelter from some of the storms here, and then enable the emergency alerts on your phone so you get that audible alert if there is a tornado warning or dangerous storm that is located near you. And of course we will kind of keep you updated here at KTLnews.com as well as your Weather Authority app.